we've made it to a fucking cool spot. Trout Lake. We're on the way from... We went through this town called Kelso. That's where this that little stern wheel boat is. And that town was awesome. Would have been cool to stay there for a while, but check out this spot. Check out this. It's a bit rainy, but we're going to have a crack at some fishing tonight. And look at this. We've got this all to ourselves. It's all free. There's little campfires there. We possibly might get a campfire going. I've got some wood, so might stay here for a couple of days, eh? This is a cool spot. Look at Queenie, she's a bit dirty. But yeah, it's pretty mint, and there's bears in the area, so pretty cool. Hopefully we'll be able to see one of them. Might actually just go up here and have a wee look, but yeah, so there's a couple of campsites here. You could probably get like 3 or 4 or 5 vehicles in. And there's a wee shed up here too. So there we go. Bears frequent the area. Do not hang game meat. Yes. Alright, what's up guys? I'm back. Here's the new vlog, the new video diary. Got the wee fishing rod out here, got the wee, as you can see, I got the float out there. Going for the wee float and worm technique on this occasion. I actually caught a little one last night, but it was like 6 or 7 inches, so threw it back. If you were desperate, you probably could have eaten it. So I caught that on a worm, and bloody hell, it's hard to find worms though. It's real sandy, and there's just like fuck all worms. Plus I don't have a shovel, so I'm just in there digging up with a rock, which is thirsty. So what I've gone for is I cut a little bit of pepperoni off this morning and put that on the hook, so we'll see what happens. I'm just going to leave it out there. It's about 6 in the morning. Leave it out there while I have a coffee. I was just trying to get a couple of photos, but the battery's gone dead, so I've got to charge that up on our solar. So yeah, we're starting this video. We're literally about, I don't know, 80 k's away from Revelstoke. We're at a place called Trout Lake. It's a beautiful spot really. And our lovely looking Queenie's up there. She's a bit dirty. The road in was a bit rainy and like they just graded it, so there's a lot of dirt on it. Now update is, we put the van on Kijiji, so it is for sale at the moment. So that's on Kijiji for, I think it's 9,000 we've put on it. So we'll be pretty happy to get that, if we could get that. It owes us probably, conservatively probably owes us 10.5, I would say. I think Laura's got it worked out, but it's around there. So we'll take a bit of a loss, but that's life. What else? Yeah, so there's a lady actually going to meet us in Revelstoke. We'll see if she shows up. She's in Jasper, so she's keen on it. And I've only had it on for 2 days, and I've had 6 people message me already, so that's good. One guy, I'm letting this lady have a look at it first because she was first in, first serve. She wants to have a look at it, and if she's keen, she's going to put a deposit down on it. And there was a guy messaged me straight off the bat and was like, "Yeah, I'm keen. I live in Kelowna, which is a town we're going to be going through on the way back to Vancouver." And he's like, "I'll put a deposit in now." And that's what he said in the text message, which when I get a text message like that, I'm like, that's a bit weird. Like, you really have a conversation first before you say you're going to deposit. But maybe he's just after it. So then I text him back saying, tell him the story that I said I'll let this lady in because she messaged first. And he's like, "Oh, darn it." So it was weird. But anyway, yeah, so a few prospectus things. We've got a little issue with the carburetor though. It's got a sort of a backfire under load when you're going up a hill. It like pops and burps sort of when you're going up a hill. Definitely needs a new air filter. I don't think that'll affect it, but the air filter's grubby as. So I'm going to get a new air filter when I get to Revelstoke. And I think I just need to take the carburetor off and give it a good old clean out with some carb cleaner and spray it out. There's a lot of carbon built up around the edges of the carburetor walls and stuff, so I can only imagine it's even worse inside the carburetor. So I don't have an air compressor or anything, so I'm just going to strip the carburetor, clean it all out, give it a wee polish up and put it back together and see what happens, and hopefully that makes it better. I've tried a couple other things. I put some of this dusty carb cleaner in the fuel tank, which it doesn't do shit. And I changed the fuel from 87 to 89, give a bit higher octane, you know. Yeah, so welcome to the new video. We'll be in Revelstoke in a couple of days. And then we're going to go back to Golden, actually, the place where we bought the van, because Laura's thinking there's a couple of good hikes there and a few other things to see. And when we were there last, it was minus 25 fucking degrees Celsius. That's right. It was cold. It's starting to get colder now. It's definitely getting darker. It's the 25th of September now. It's getting dark at like 7:30, which is real strange. It had been getting dark at like 10. It's just sort of like just clicked like that. So I don't know if daylight savings has changed. Nah, it hasn't. But yeah, so after Golden, we'll be going back through Revelstoke and then back down towards this place called Kelowna, actually, where we're going to start making our way through the Okanagan Valley, which is like a valley about 300 kilometers long, apparently. And it's situated in this sort of like, it's a valley. It's situated down the bottom of this valley, and just has really good growing conditions for like orchard type crops and grapes. So that's going to be pretty cool. And there's heaps, apparently it's just like full of vineyards and orchards and stuff. And on a normal year they do like heaps of tours and stuff. So I don't know, we'll probably go to a few vineyards, a few meals out, so that'd be good. Had a lovely Mexican out in Revelstoke. That was divine. I forgot to mention it on the last video, but wow. Mexico Cantina, I think it was called. It was divine. We went pretty hardcore though, but yeah, it was lovely. So anyway, we'll see ya. Well, hopefully I'll catch a trout and I'll show you that. I'm going to leave this rod in all day. I'm just going to use the whole hook technique, and I'm just going to check it every hour or something. Yeah. So last night I got a fish on, and I came out after we were watching an episode of Orange is the New Black, which is Laura's got me on because we always just watch something. And yeah, I had a little fish on it, and it was still alive. I let it go. So yeah, should be good. Oh yeah, we're supposed to be, so every day, I'll just give you a little fitness update for anyone who's interested in that sort of content. So pretty much for the last, I'll say the last 3 months, definitely the last 3 months, I've basically been doing 100 press-ups every night. So 6 nights out of 7 I've been doing 100 press-ups, and generally like 60 squats. So I do like 25 press-ups, 1 set, and then I do a superset straight after, like 15 bodyweight squats, or I do some sit-ups. And I've just been doing that every night for the last 3 months. And yeah, I've been getting some good results. Can't really tell on this camera, but when I get home and I get that beach body out, hopefully I'll be looking all right. But also we've started up a bit of running the last 7 weeks. We've been running like every second or third day, so that's been pretty good. And we're supposed to be doing a 7.5k run. We did a 7.5k run in Nelson. We're supposed to do a 7.5k run yesterday, but it was pissing down with rain. Yeah, no excuses, but we got told there's quite a few bears in this area, and Laura's freaking out a wee bit about the bears. So that's all right. We normally just carry bear spray with us when we go for a run, but I always get away from her a bit. She thinks a bear's going to come out of the bush and grab her. So it's not raining today, so we might go for a run maybe a bit later on today. We'll just see, because the road is actually just like bush on both sides. It's real narrow as well, so yeah. Probably won't see a bear though, but it'd be pretty funny. So yeah, I've been doing a bit of running. So that's what I'm doing. A bit of running, lots of hiking, lots of biking. And I've just been doing that 100 press-ups a night with some squats and some lunges and some sit-ups. And if I can find a chin-up bar, what I've been doing is trying to find a playground when I'm in a town. And just doing that. I was finding trees, but lately I haven't done that. So I've just been finding a chin-up bar on a monkey bar. Yeah, and that's the way to do it. So got to hand sandy that monkey bar though. You never know, those dirty little kids. So yeah, as you can see, she's a bit dirty. So I'm going to have to give her a bit of a clean up before we show it to this lady. But how's that for a spot though? Too bad it's been a bit rainy, but it's looking like it's going to clear up today. So actually another thing, my morning routine, generally I get up and I make a coffee. I have 2 like black cups of coffee. I just make a full plunger basically. I'm pretty overindulging in the coffee. I never drank this much coffee before in my life, but hey, fuck it, why not? Ooh, may as well. And then I don't have breakfast because I'm sort of intermittent fasting. Yeah, I quite like it. I don't do it for like 100% full time. I normally do it like just the weekdays, and then in the weekends I'll have, I don't know, something for breakfast, maybe bagels, maybe some toast, maybe some peanut butter, or a lot of peanut butter. That's the secret to success. Peanut butter, any nut butter, that's the secret to success. Black coffee and peanut butter. Yeah, you could live on that, and some fruit. Any nut butter actually, for that matter. Yeah, I'd go vegan if... Nah, I wouldn't go vegan. I'd go completely organic meat though, wild meat, and peanut butter and fruit. If someone could supply me with all that delicious goodnesses, I'd go vegan. Yeah, probably would. But I'd still want to eat fish, so I wouldn't be vegan. And I'd still want to eat eggs, so yeah, I wouldn't be vegan. But I'd definitely quit domestic farm animals, yeah, for sure. But I definitely would not stop eating meat because I'd want to eat deer, wild pork. Yeah, I'd still want to catch my own food because I value it for entertainment. I value it for sort of primal, keeps your primal instincts up. Anyway, fuck this chat. So we're in the van. It's a bit of a rainy day, unfortunately still. Here's Laura, getting ready for some lunch. We're actually I picked up this lovely home-killed bacon from a wee local butchery. A couple of eggs. We're going to have some ciabatta, bacon and egg, BLTs really. And I just got the heater on. I haven't had that since we were in Golden. Or Revelstoke or Lake Louise or something. March, yeah, so thought I'd try that out because, like I said, we got a potential buyer, so I just wanted to make sure that was all going. So that's good, that's going. Laura's sitting there. We were going to go for a run, but it started pissing down again, so yeah, doing a bit of Spanish. We're working on a couple of business plans over here. We might watch another episode of Orange is the New Black or something. Was that the end of the season? Oh. Dusty. End of season 2 and Red gets hit with a bloody bommy knocker. Okay, so... Alright, well what are we going to do now then to chill? We're going to watch the barbecue. Yeah. We've got a barbecue show we're going to watch. Okay, that'd be cool. Alright, so I just thought I'd show you that. Bacon. First time, well, we had bacon yesterday, same packet. But first time I've had bacon on a whole trip, I believe. I would say so. Well, maybe unless we had it in a restaurant, but yeah, good stuff. Alright, we're leaving this spot, Trout Lake. Only caught the one little trout. Caught it on a worm. I tried pepperoni, garlic pepperoni. I only found one worm. Fuck, it's hard to find worms here, right? It's so sandy. I don't have a shovel either, which is probably a really bad overlanding mistake. I should just buy a shovel, but I can't be fucked now because I'm going home. Yeah. I would have bought a few more things, but since we're going home, wow, we never really thought about it. But I really regret not buying a blow-up kayak. When I tried to buy them, they all sold out, and then I just gave up. But I really regret that because the fish are just out, just a bit further than you can cast, you know. If I had a kayak, I could have trawled along and got one. But anyway, we're off to Revelstoke today with a bit of luck. We've got 27 kilometres of one-way road, really windy. Apparently, it's got some nice steep parts and some hairpins and it's fucking slippery. A lady at the visitors centre was like warning me not to go down it, so we'll see. But it's a logging road, so I'm sure it'll be fine. And yeah, we're going to Revelstoke, post up there for a few days. So yeah, good times. Laura's doing a wee photo shoot. Give us a wave, Laura. Oh, trout just jumped out there. Let's see if we can see any more jumping. Let's see, we'll see. Come on, trout, for the camera. Talk to us, chatty. One just jumped just over by this log here. There we go. There's a little one. They're just wee babies. Anyway, see ya in Revelstoke. So it's the 27th of September 2020, Canada. We're in Revelstoke, we've made it. Sort of a bit of a hectic day yesterday. We caught the, we got up in the morning, we left Trout Lake, we had to drive this like sort of, we got told was a real skitsy road, but it was a beautiful drive actually, towards the ferry at Galena Bay. We took the ferry across to wherever that goes, and then we drove up to Revelstoke. But our van's been having some troubles. When we put down the accelerator, it like burps and coughs and farts. So I've taken the carburetor off this morning. Just to state, went to the pub last night, had an awesome night at the Regent Hotel in Revelstoke, watched the UFC. Israel Adesanya absolutely destroyed Costa, and it was a masterclass. Anyway, if you like UFC, you'd love that. And the fight before it, Blachowicz versus Reyes, was surprising fight. I didn't think Blachowicz was going to do that to Reyes. He absolutely fucking plastered his nose on the other side of his face. Anyway, here I am this morning. We've got a potential buyer coming to look at the van. So we've got the van on Kijiji for sale. We've got a buyer coming to look at it. They're real keen, but this problem with the carburetor's developed. So I've taken the carburetor off this morning and I'm just going to give it a clean out. I don't know fucking nothing about carburetors. Just not my thing, and yeah, just going to see what happens. So here it is. So I've got it off, I've got it all disassembled, and I'm just cleaning out all the jets that I know of. I've got no compressed air, just bought some carb cleaner. Now I'm just going to polish up the barrels and get rid of all the soot and carbon and put it back together. And if it doesn't fix it, I'll probably have to do a bit more YouTubing and take it apart again and see what happens. But yeah, we'll get a carburetor kit, or I'm pretty sure it's a carburetor, so fingers crossed. Alright, what's up? We're still in Revelstoke. We've still got the same issues with we've got this miss when we're under load, and I've taken the carburetor apart as you saw. I put it all back together and tuned it, and it still starts and runs, but still had that miss, and I thought it was carburetor. So the things that I haven't done is the spark plug leads, or the plug wires as they call them here, distributor cap, rotor. Those are like the three things I haven't done, in a coil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the distributor cap, the rotor. Yes, there's a bit of arcing on them, but there's no like arcing off the plastic, for anyone knows what I'm talking about. And the distributor leads, I haven't got the distributor leads yet, they're coming today, but at the moment I'm going to put new spark plugs in it again. So I'll put a new cap on, new rotor, 8 new spark plugs, and all new leads. I haven't got a coil. I'm going to leave the coil for now. I don't think it's the coil. And we're just going to see, because it's sort of breaking down under load. So if it's not that and it's not the carb, we might be in trouble here. It could be a fucking stuck valve or something, but it's not doing it when you rev it stationary. It's only when it's under load. So I can't see how that could be a valve. Or a camshaft for that matter. Could be a worn camshaft and it's not lifting the valve up, I guess, but I mean, it still could be a carburetor problem as well. I'm not like really clued up enough with like sort of old school tuning and shit, or any tuning for that matter. It's not really my forte. But anyway, we're giving it a go. So we'll put this in and we'll go from there. We'll have to drive back to Revelstoke, like even going up the hill from this campground we're staying in, up the hill back to Revelstoke. It's like hardly going, just about stalling, and there's massive fucking semi trucks coming up behind us. It's a little bit dodgy. But anyway, we'll see what happens. New leads, new plugs, new cap and rotor. Fingers crossed. What's up, followers of the video diary? We are in fact back where it all began, where we bought Queenie. We're in Golden. We're back at old Mary's hotel. We actually stayed in one of those rooms, and there's videos of us in there where we bought the van and we were signing the papers and I was forging the signature and stuff, so that was pretty cool. Hey Laura, anything to say while I'm ranting? No, so we're back in Golden. We've just been in Revelstoke. Got the van going again. New distributor, new rotor cap, new leads, new spark plugs. It seems to have fixed it for now, and I've cleaned all the carburetor out. We're in Golden. There's mountain biking to do. It's full summer. Last time we were here it was fucking snowing. So we might be able to get free Wi-Fi there, people. If we need it, we might be able, because we've got the Wi-Fi code. It's still the same. So we just arrived. It's probably about, 30 degrees today? What do you reckon? It's pretty hot. 25 degrees anyway. We're here. We're going to do a couple of hikes. We might even go to this wolf sanctuary. See some wolves. And I don't know what else we're going to do here, really. There's a Kicking Horse Coffee. I want to try and... I don't know if the factory's here or not, or what it is. Probably not, but... I want to go get myself some Kicking Horse Coffee. My last... Jesus. Just went past a car and they had like 6 cell phones out. That was weird. Anyway, yeah, so we're just going to freedom camp for a couple of nights here in Golden, I think. And then we're going to go back to Revelstoke. There's a bit of mountain biking to do here. And it's real close to the town by the looks of it. I think there's heaps of different tracks here. And then we're going to go back to Revelstoke for another couple of nights. We're going to do some more mountain biking. We've got a couple more hikes we want to do there. And then after that, where are we going?
South.
Through the Okanagan Valley. And there's a person that's come and looked at our van. They seem really interested. They've gone away. They're supposed to be getting back to us today or tomorrow whether or not they're going to buy it. So we'll keep you posted with that. We're sort of thinking they're flaking out. We got a feeling. It's just a feeling at the moment, but you never know. All right, here's Queenie. Ooh, she's looking good. Oh, and I just realised the handbrake's not working now. Fuck's sakes. So I'm going to have to adjust the handbrake up. Bloody hell. It's a bit of a bitch. It's actually a pretty easy job, but the best way to do it is jack both wheels up at the same time. The only reason it's a bit of a bitch, I can't really jack both wheels up at the same time because I don't have enough blocks high enough. I've only got enough blocks to jack one corner up at a time. So I might just have to click it a couple of times and then go from there, but it'll be right. Should we go for a walk over the bridge and have a look? Okay. So yeah, there's just a little small area in Golden. It's pretty nice. Looks like there's a couple of nice restaurants, a couple of cafes like every town has. Here's a sick little bridge I think I took a video of last time I was here. This was frozen back in March. So the mountain biking tracks must be up there. Beautiful though, isn't it? It's beautiful. So that's one side of the bridge. There's the troll. Oh no, she's on the bridge, not under it. And there's the other side. Pretty nice. Alright. What is up? Bit of video diary action here again. We're in Golden. Don't even know if I've talked about it. Yes, I have talked about it. Anyway, we're still in Golden. And here's our spot. Just want to show you the spot. We're just out of Golden, heading sort of towards Radium Hot Springs, like just out of Golden. You can find it on iOverlander. And there's a spot, and it's just like a big ass pit, really. There's heaps of mountain biking tracks up these mountains. So that's where I'm heading this afternoon. It's about 2 o'clock, having a late lunch. Just went for a bit of a hike. There's a couple of guys camping there last night. There was a person there. But yeah, this whole place is just like an open pit. There's obviously a boomer van there. And a nice classic little sort of, what do you call that? The budget van. The new version of the boomer van, and of course hashtag boomer for life, the wannabe boomer van, because we can't afford the real boomer van, but we got the wannabe boomer van. So I got to fix the handbrake, and I'm going to take the old mountain bike out and just give it death. But yeah, we're going to a wolf sanctuary tomorrow, hopefully, a bit of luck. $12 and you can go and it's like a zoo for wolves, obviously. And just go and have a look at them, and then after that we're going to a place called Rogers Pass, and there's a couple of glaciers in the middle of Glacier National Park, so we're going to go check that out. And then we're going back to Revelstoke, because I never actually got to do any mountain biking because we had all our van troubles, and we sort of did a hike and just mucked around. Probably going to stay there 2 nights back on the river, looking over like Revelstoke River, and going to do a couple of days there, maybe at least 1, maybe 2 if we're feeling like it. And then we've slowly got probably about 30 days and we've got to be back in Vancouver, so yeah. Alright, I've just spotted a bear, but fuck, I'm probably not going to be able to get it on footage. Oh, there it is. I just scared it on the track. I'm a bit freaking out though, because I saw the cub fucking boosted up a tree. I don't know if there's a mother around, but there must be, because there is a cub there, so it's probably about the size of a small Labrador. There it is, it's coming out on the road. Yes. It's looking at me, there's the mother. It's only a small one. I'm going to keep my distance here. Yes. Oh, how good. Don't have my good camera. And there's the wee cub. That's beautiful. Holy shit, that was awesome. So it was actually 2 cubs, as you saw, and 1 mother cub. They've just gone in here behind me, but it's quite high. The scrub's like, 2 or 3 meters high. 3 meters probably. Just trying to listen for them. I can't hear them, eh? Oh, I think I can hear them actually. They're just in here somewhere. There's a wee motocross, wee moto track there. Yeah, I can definitely hear something crunching around in there. Fuck, I'm tempted to run back and get the good camera. Because they're not going to go far, they're not on the run. And they might come out again. So yeah, I'm going to go back and get the good camera and come back. See if we can get a photo. Or do I just fucking get in there? We're at the wolf sanctuary, just out of Golden. It's probably as close as we're going to get to a wolf. This is legitimate wolf here. Wow, sort of like quite tall, skinny, and their eyes are crazy. Hello.
You can hear the dog barking.
Yeah. what's up? We just so we're back in Revelstoke. Had an absolute awesome day yesterday. We well, big day actually. Started the day with like basically ended up being a 10k run. Well, the night before actually. Went mountain biking and it was amazing. Saw 3 black bears on the trail at the finish. Did another ride. Had a probably wasn't like my biggest crash, but definitely took my most damage. Hit the side of a bank and like scratched up against it, which was pretty amateur from me, but yeah, had to be done. And then so that was yesterday, and then we went for a run. It was the day before. Then we went for a run yesterday morning, and then we drove back from Golden to Revelstoke. Went to a place called Mount Glacier National Park. Done this hike there, the Great Glacier Trail. It was absolutely wasn't that hard. Didn't get right up to the glacier, but wow, scenery is amazing. It's in this video. You just saw it possibly. But anyway, we did that, and then we came parked up in Revelstoke, chilled out. It was mint. And now I'm on this mountain bike track, Frissbee Mountain. So the old bike there, and here's the view. I've sort of gone off trail here, so hopefully there's no bears, cougars, or caribou. And yeah, it's a pretty cool spot. I thought a good spot to do a video. I've been probably climbing for the last hour. Some dudes coming down now. So I might only just climb up over there. This trail goes for like 20 kilometres. There's 2 trails. I think it's more like 30 kilometres actually. The first one's like 8 miles and the second one's probably looks about the same distance, so 16 miles. What's that? That's like probably, what, 29 kilometres or something? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So, van's back running, seems to be going mint. It's a wee bit average off the mark when it's cold, only when it's cold. It's really taken a while to warm up, so maybe the distributor timing, just need to just tweak it a couple of mil. I don't know if that's going to make much difference, but a couple of mil might make all the difference actually. Haven't actually started doing that yet because I don't really want to fix something that ain't technically broken, you know. But yeah, it's running mint, otherwise it was real fucking missing and farting. Thought it was carburetor. It was actually, turns out it was like distributor leads, plugs, so I just replaced them all in one go. But to be fair, distributor looked pretty bad. Didn't even check that, amateur. But yeah, we'll be heading back towards Vancouver, so it's been real. We've got 30 days left. Oh yeah, we had a buyer for a van and it looks like it's fallen through. They came and viewed the van, which was amazing, and they were like sounding real keen. It was sort of a weird situation, but they sounded real keen. Said they're going to go away, get a quote for the insurance, and then just haven't got back to us at all. Complete ghosted us. Tried to call them, no response. Tried to text them, no response. Text them twice. Text the son even. So she gave me, it was the mother buying it. The son was there as well, and they gave me his number as well, just in case. Seemed real keen. Haven't heard back from him, so that's really weird. But we've got another 2 buyers and waiting to hear back from one. I've texted, but he hasn't got back to me either, so it sounds like maybe he's out of reception or he's ghosted me as well, or maybe my phone's not working. So, and there's one other that's really keen. So if I don't get a text back from him, I'm thinking about ringing this lady and talking to her before it's too late. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm getting back up the mountain, and then I'm heading back down, and we're actually going to stay on top of the mountain tonight. So I'll show you some footage. There's a car park below the actual car park. To get up to this Frissbee Mountain, if you're doing it, we're in a 1973 Dodge motorhome, and I tell you what, we got up there fine, but it was bouncy. It's a pretty rough track, eh? But anyway, the mountain bike is literally, I've been climbing for about an hour, and I'm pretty slow, but it's pretty much uphill the whole way, so it's just going to be a nice, easy flow track down. It's not steep or anything like that, but it's going to be nice, so I can't wait. I'm turning around at this point. I'm at 4.8 miles distance at 7.4 miles in total, so I'm 3/4 of the way there, but I'm at this nice spot and I'm keen to go back now. 5 miles, that's enough for me, all uphill. But yeah, hell of a view. Sun's setting there, hopefully we're going to get that tonight. We're going to have a mean spot tonight, I can't wait to show you. Here's Miss Miles. She's She's taking a photo of her Banff National Park top on. Look at you. That's pretty cool. Here's Laura. We're having sausages and chips in the oven for tea tonight. Just sitting here waiting for our sausages to cook, camping style. It's dark. We've got the lights turned down. Save that solar, eh, Laura?
Yep.
Yep. We've got a good sunset, but it's been. What a lovely day. Here we are, Revelstoke, and we were up on that mountain there last night, and now we're back down by the Revelstoke River. See my old mate down there that I see in Fernie. Me and him got both our doors knocked on, but yeah, just picked up a couple of groceries. It's Domingo. Hoy is Domingo, and this afternoon it's Sunday. And I'm just gonna bring the groceries back and probably cook up some dinner. Maybe in a bit. We had a big lunch. Had a burger for lunch. Where's old Laura? Is she in here? Knock knock, Laura? Probably get on a goat if she's not careful. How are we? Oh, well I bought you a treaty. You'll see. We are at the top of, it's called Meadow in the Parkway. It's a mountain by Revelstoke, and you drive up, it's like 20 kilometers to the top, and you can overlook Revelstoke, but it's real foggy. We're actually way above the clouds. I'll show you a bit of footage to end this video, but you go, Laura. We're on a wee trail walking around this barely a lake, and thought we'd just say, Revelstoke's been amazing. Done heaps of stuff. We fixed our van. We went to Golden. We seen some wolves. Went mountain biking. Saw some bears. Came back to Revelstoke. We've had 2 people let us down on the van sale now. Said they were going to buy it and then are not going to buy it. But that's all cool. We've got some more people lined up, so that's good. And we what else we done? We went up Frissbee Mountain. That was epic. We stayed the night up there in the camper. That was epic. And then last night we had our last night in Revelstoke, and we stayed just down by the river. That was epic. Went for a massive walk around Revelstoke, and it was good times. And now today, Laura, where are we going? Sycamores. We're going to a place called Sycamores. So yeah, thanks for watching this episode, and we will see you somewhere between Sycamores and Kelowna. We've got 2 people lined up to look at the van in Kelowna, which is about 250 k's away. We're going to go to Sycamores. We're going to get an ice cream. We're going to sleep in a forest. We're possibly going to dump our Sani. And then we're going to Vernon. Might do a bit of fishing. We might just be mucking around, and then we'll be in Kelowna. So we'll be seeing you somewhere on the road in those areas. Goodbye, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace. Bye, Revelstoke.